So we're about 15 minutes away from tip-off. Sixers versus Nuggets. More playoff implications. Nuggets are coming in 40-33. We are 42-30, guys. 42-30. Let's let that sink in a little bit. We are guaranteed a playoff spot. Haven't been in the playoffs since 2012. So 6 years. Way back when the process was all starting, that's when it all really kicked off. When we got Sam Hinkie in here, we made the trade for Drew Holiday, sending him to the Pelicans, getting Nerlens Noel. Although he's no longer part of the process, that's where it really jump-started. Exciting stuff, guys. And it's no longer struggling with teams. Look at the way we put a hurt on the Timberwolves. That's a good ball club right there. You know, even though they didn't have Jimmy Butler, we still destroyed a really good team. Still need to work on some stuff with Brett Brown. I think he still needs to understand that you don't take all your starters out, you know, towards the end of the third quarter into the fourth, because that should have been a blowout. But they came back. Their bench really got them back into it. That's a big weakness of ours. He should have left the starters in. But, hey, it's all a learning curve, right? Let's hope he doesn't do that. That's bad coaching right there, Brett. But anyway, 42-30. This team is really rocking. We have a chance to get 50 wins, first time since 2001. That's when we went to the finals last, if you all remember. If you're old enough like me to remember that, when AI took our squad there. He was the only superstar we had. Well, a little different this time around. We got Joel Embiid, we got Ben Simmons, and we still have Markelle Fultz waiting in the wings. We don't know what he's going to become, but could he be our secret weapon for the playoffs? Could be. Now, there have been reports that it's up to him to decide whether he's going to come back this year or not. I don't know if I completely believe that. Usually you don't leave those kind of decisions just up to players. I think Sixers brass is still involved in that, and it's still Brett Brown's decision. The media can put their spin on it. You don't usually leave that type of decision up to the players. So, I don't know if they bring him back. I really hope they do. Kid hasn't really played all year. Is he really going to make that big of an impact? No. Even if he does play, I don't see us going all the way to the finals. He still has to get acclimated to the game. He hasn't played since very early in the year. Remember, he only played 4 games this year. But I would love to have this kid back. Get more punch off that bench. Our bench has been playing really well. Marco Bellinelli, the acquisitions of Marco Bellinelli and Ersan Ilyasova has been outstanding. They've been really good. We got more shooters on this team. We got more veteran depth. And we're making some noise, guys. It's no longer this stress of winning the 10 games and 72 losses, 18 wins, 28 last year. And what a substantial jump we've made from 28 wins all the way up to 42. Nobody saw this happening. Nobody in the media saw this happening. They were all hating on us, calling Cal turd to be one of them. I'm glad he got to eat crow and eat his words. But Ben Simmons has been playing outstanding. You can see the learning curve that he's established over the months. He's not making the same gritty, stupid mistakes that this young rook has been making. He's playing great ball. He got his 10th triple-double the other night. He's putting incredible numbers up. You're talking 15 assists, 16 rebound games. Not too much on the scoring end. But he affects the game in so many other ways with his defense, his ability to push tempo, get guys in the right position, make unbelievable passes. He sees stuff before it even develops, which makes him such a special talent. And that's why we can't let him leave here ever. Ever. We got to lock this kid down for the rest of his career because he's that good. Is he ever going to be a scoring champion in this league? I don't think so. I think he's just more wants to be a facilitator, a guy that runs the offense, get rebounds, push tempo. And is that a bad thing? No. I would like for him to get a little more aggressive on the offensive end. We've seen it in a couple games this year where he's scored 32 points, but I don't know if he'll ever be a prolific scorer in this league. And he doesn't really need to be. If we have Joel Embiid, and then if Markelle Fultz turns in what he's supposed to be a special talent, whether that's the James Harden or just Markelle Fultz. I think he's going to be a scoring champion once or twice in this league, Markelle Fultz. Joel Embiid has been doing his things since day one. We've known what he's been about since we drafted him. absolute monster on the boards. Great defense. He brings the energy to this team. And that's what we really need. We needed an identity, and Joel Embiid is that identity. Gets the center rocking. And I love seeing this, guys. It's been so long since there's been excitement for a basketball team in the city of Philadelphia. And it's finally bringing it back since the days of AI. This is the team. You can see the core developing right here. Sir, we're one or two pieces away from really making some noise in the finals. I'd give it a year that we'll be making some noise. I mean, I didn't think this team would win 50, had the ability to win 50 games this year, but that's definitely not out of the question, for sure. But team is just playing great, great basketball. With the acquisition, too, signing J.J. Redick to $23 million, that was just the start of getting the shooting veterans in here. And then picking up Marco Bellinelli and Ersan Ilyasova, like I stated before. Thank you, Atlanta Hawks, for giving us a couple players that we really needed to make this extra push towards the end of the season. But I think the rest of the way here, since we clinched the 4th spot, there's a possibility we get 3rd. I don't see anybody standing in our way, really, other than I think Toronto Raptors could really give us a run for our money, and the same with the Celtics. But other than those two, I wouldn't be worried if we faced Cleveland in the 1st round. I think we could own them, no problem. Because nobody can stop Joel Embiid on that team. They're still young with all their pieces that they got back at the trade deadline. They're still not gelling. We've been gelling since day one, and they're still trying to get on track. Yes, they have the best player in the world in LeBron James, and I think what happens this year will dictate whether LeBron jumps ship again or stays in Cleveland. I don't see him staying in Cleveland, but that's yet to be seen. Maybe he comes here. Who knows? That's still far away. We got to look at the now. We got to take this game by game and really lock it down, and hopefully we get this 3rd seed, guys. I really want the 3rd seed. I want to get home court advantage because we bring that extra zest, that extra energy to this team to really amp them up, get these guys going, give them the energy they need, and show them how tough it is to play in Philadelphia and bring a championship here. We've seen the Eagles win one. I've seen the Phillies win one. Now it's time for the Sixers. And hell, I'll even throw the Flyers in there too. What the hell? I want to see all 4 parades at some time in my lifespan. So, what better time than now to see this team resurrect from the ashes and turn into a perennial powerhouse, guys. A perennial powerhouse. Who would have thought you'd be talking about the Sixers as a perennial powerhouse 6 years ago? I mean, we had D-leaguers that aren't even in the league anymore. You got players like Nerlens Noel, who has been struggling since we traded him away. Same with Jahlil Okafor. Were they the right moves at the time? Yeah, I think they were. I wouldn't even mind bringing Nerlens Noel back for a bench piece. Bring him a part of this process. It's not fair that he got to really sit through all those awful years, and then when we start to win, nothing. I think he's going to have to take a step back and realize that he's not going to be a superstar. He bet on himself this year, and he failed. So you are where you are, Noel. You're a defensive-minded kid. You can block shots. You're good with the up-tempo offense. You can get dunks. Other than that, that doesn't deserve what you were looking for, a $100 million contract. Come back here. You know, put that ego aside, come back here, and win a championship, brother. I think he deserves to be a part of this team for the work that he put in, and then just walks away. Joel Embiid is our center of the future, so he's nothing more than a bench piece. So if he could put that ego aside, come back here, we could really use another shot blocker when JoJo needs to take a blow. But I'm excited, guys. I've been excited for this team since Sam Hinkie got here. I entrusted in the process. I saw what Sam Hinkie was trying to do. I was all in for, taking these losing seasons, getting in the lottery. That's what you have to do. It's the only way to build a team. You've seen multiple teams do it. You've seen the Warriors do it. You've seen the Oklahoma City Thunder do it. It's all about hitting on your picks. They happen to hit on 3 Hall of Famers. And so far, what I've seen out of Simmons and Embiid, 2 Hall of Famers. We got our duo. We need that tripod. We need that one more piece, and I think Markelle Fultz is that guy. But I got goosebumps just watching this team. It's stressful at times, but these past 3 games, there's been no stress whatsoever. A lot of it has been on Brett Brown. So if he can just work out the kinks that he's having issues with, you just don't take all your starters out, Brett. You got to slowly do it. Slowly do it. Our second unit isn't as strong. That's why I don't think we'll make as much noise in the playoffs this year. But having a playoff game, I'm just ecstatic to even mention that we are going to be in the playoffs. Finally. It's been so long, and it's not like we're going to be the 8th seed. We're going to get knocked out in the first round. You can see the winning ways that this team is going to have in the next few seasons. Perennial powerhouse, guys. You can see the vision. Sam Hinkie, I wish we could bring him back too, get rid of Colangelo, because he built this organization to what it is now. So thank you, Sam Hinkie. I trusted in the process. For all you Sixers fans out there that stuck through it, saw what we were going through, and understood what we needed to do to get to this point, drafted in Joel Embiid, sitting him for 2 years through all the injuries, this is all for us. We're here. We're going to take it in, and the Sixers are going to the playoffs. Let's get them 50 wins, get that 3rd seed, and have everybody come through South Philly, baby. Let's go. Have them come to the center, bring that energy, and we're going to make some noise. Kyle Gaffner with the Bitter Birds. We're getting this, guys. It's going to be an exciting summer. And then we got the Phillies coming up, too. All right, guys. I'm out. Peace.